is Flock from Los Angeles.
Good? Great. Hi, I'm Mike, founder of Flock. I'd like to introduce you to a few women we have on stage, Sarah and Katie. Sarah and Katie have been hanging out, and they've grown tired of just talking to each other. They want to meet some new people, and they want to do it right here, right now. But sometimes it's difficult to strike up a conversation. It's awkward, it can be intrusive, so luckily for these two, they have the app Flock. Katie starts by signing in through Facebook, and with one click, she's logged in through her profile. Next, she selects her co-pilot, Sarah. This is a very important step. With Flock, you never fly solo. As we all know, it's much easier. Oh, sorry, she's logging in. Again, first step, log in through Facebook. Might be having Wi-Fi issues. Sorry about that. So the thesis of Flock is to have two people meet another two people. Our first iteration is meeting people of the opposite sex. So here we are. Katie selects her Facebook friend, Sarah. This is a very important step for us. With Flock, you never fly solo. As we all know, it's much easier to meet people if you have a friend by your side. They then click Next. Now they upload their best selfie, truly capturing the moment of where they're at and what they're doing. They click Done, and they're pulled into a live feed of fellow Flock users in the area. So our Flock feed is a 3x3 philosophy. Photos stay on for 3 hours before they are off the feed, never to be seen again. And Katie and Sarah are searching a 3-mile radius from where they take the picture. In addition to the photos, they see key pieces of information, such as distance away and a timestamp for when the photo was taken. They begin scrolling. A photo catches their eye. It's Michael and Conrad. They click on the names to see mutual friends. They think these guys are interesting, so they double-click the photo to like it, and Michael and Conrad are notified. They continue to scroll. Another photo catches their eye. It's Pete and Patrick. They look like they're having a good time, so Katie and Sarah decide to strike up an ephemeral conversation. Let's watch this conversation unfold. The women say, hey, do you guys know any funny jokes? The guys say, what do you call a seagull that flies over the bay? A bagel. Needless to say, the bagel joke bombs, and Katie and Sarah decide to move on to a new Flock. They keep scrolling. Another photo catches their eye. These guys look especially awesome, and they happen to be wearing Flock t-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie and Sarah are about to have a live conversation with the Flock developers here on stage. Don't screw this up, guys. Again, Katie and Sarah lead with, hey guys, you look like fun, tell us a funny joke. The guys respond, how many programmers does it take to change a light bulb? None. It's a hardware problem. Which impresses Katie and Sarah. So Katie and Sarah respond with, what are you guys up to? The guys say they're hanging out live on stage at Launch Festival. Katie and Sarah say, prove it. And now we can watch as the guys send over an ephemeral picture to Katie and Sarah that Katie and Sarah can view for 10 seconds. And it's coming shortly.
We get the idea.
So everyone's getting along. They decide to meet at the Flock booth, which is where we'll be following this demonstration. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, judges, have at it.
Wow, Snapchat and Tinder all together.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Except it is Snapchat and Tinder all together with
A
two
little
sums.
Instagram and grouper as well.
Not much Instagram, because
Yeah.
they're ephemeral, and they get rid, the pictures get rid of. So the twosome thing is your thing, that people feel safer in twos? Or?
Yeah, we think there's obviously strength in numbers with being with a friend. It mitigates the rejection a little bit, and then it provides safety for all parties involved.
So they have to meet two on
Yeah,
two.
our initial thesis is to go for the 2 and 2. So it's not one-on-one like some other services out there.
Yeah.
We could go to 3 on 3. We could do like a Royal
Okay.
Rumble and it's 1 and 4. But we're banking
I'm
on
gonna
the 2
advise
and
you
2
to
word.
stop
Okay.
right now. As your counselor, I'm gonna say just stick with the 2 on 2.
I'm a sales
Fine,
guy. I
don't
enjoy
ignore-
talking.
This is San Francisco. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
In fact, it's encouraged. So how do you? I mean, there is Snapchat, which is kind of this, and there is Tinder, which is getting hugely popular. How do you? I've been married a long time, and I went on Tinder the other day and realized I was live, which was kind of idiotic of me to do. But how do you get people using it regularly? I mean, I see you have the Facebook element where you know friends of friends, so you have that knowledge base.
Sure. So it's important for us to reach market liquidity in small markets. So we're out of Los Angeles, which is where Tinder started. And we're going to focus initially on Hollywood, and then we're going to focus on USC as well to try to get a bunch of people on it, and then we can expand outwards.
When you do the mutual friends, are you doing that via their Facebook social graph?
Yeah, so it's pulling in all mutual friends from the 4 people to get a point of contact. Eventually, we want to pull in more commonalities and shared interests and get really smart about how we're recommending who might want to meet whom.
As with any platform, you're going to have nefarious users on there as well. What sort of protections or reputation do you have in mind to keep bad people out of the network?
Yeah, great question. First step is to have privacy that users can submit, so they can flag users, request the user is deactivated. And then over time, we want to solve that with algorithms to kind of feed out potential bad people. But it's definitely from day one a very important part of our product to make people feel safe.
So if I use Flock and I have a good time or a bad time, do I get to rate the people that I had a good time or bad time with?
That's a great idea. We haven't thought of that, so thank you, if we can have it.
For a small percentage.
Yeah, our initial thesis is to make something that's very, very simple. We're trying to connect people offline. There's a lot of people that spend a lot of time online. They're connected offline. We want to facilitate offline interactions and friendships. So this is our first go at it.
Yeah, I think the more data you have, that makes kind of the matching a little bit easier. I mean, to your first thesis was how do you make it easy for people to meet, and giving them common ground is probably critical to that, not just a fun picture, right?
Yeah, so we try to look at how people meet offline. So offline, people go out with their friends looking to meet other people naturally. We wanted to solve that problem online by using the app. So you go online, you can meet a ton of different people in the area. It mitigates the rejection. Guys or girls, or excuse me, women don't have to work up the gumption to actually talk to people, you know. So you can solve the pain online that comes with meeting people, and then you go back offline where these relationships belong.
And just one thing, what if if two people like each other and the other two don't, or one person likes two people and not, you know what I mean? Like, I just
Yeah.
saw About last night, and
Yeah, we'll have to see how that works and how users, what they do with the app.
because it could be double the rejection
Yeah.
on either side,
That'd
which
be-
is
that'd
always
be-
a pleasure.
That'd be tough, but at least it's not in your face rejection, which I'm very familiar
Except that
with.
once they meet, well, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it for Flock. Well done.